Oh, nice. I would love to know, if you had to do a reality show, which one do you think you could win?
If I say traitors, then people will think I'm sociopathic for winning. Do you know what I mean? You have to kind of be, but I don't think I would win it, but I'd get pretty far.
It's a game. There's strategy. Do you have like a certain approach you would go for?
Ooh. I think you just have to be nice to everyone, right? I also think I could win Love is Blind because I fall in love with everyone on the street. So for me, love is really blind.
Okay, I love that.
What would it be?
This is a comedy. Was there any improv on set?
Definitely.
Were there any specific lines that might have made it into the final cut of yours?
I haven't seen it. This is the first time I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it with everyone. So I don't know. I was laughing so hard. Julia Fox is a comedic genius. Sweetie is a comedic genius. Obviously, Benito Skinner is a comedic genius. They're just brilliant. So everything they were saying that was improv should have made it. They're brilliant.
So it'll be a surprise to us all.
It'll be a surprise. Yeah.
I love that. What would you say was the hardest scene to film without breaking?
There was this one scene where Cami Mendes and I had to hit a bug on a table, and I'm so deathly afraid of bugs, and the bug was very fake looking, but I kept screaming really loudly because it was frightening. It was frightening. So then Cami would break, and then I would break. Yeah, I think that's it. I hate bugs. Do you like bugs?
No.
Who likes a bug?
It's a hard one.
likes bugs.
By the way, I'm canceled by the bug community. I'm just completely canceled.
What genre movie?
No, I think that's a popular take.
Okay.
What do you think is the most bingeable reality TV show?
The Housewives of Beverly Hills.
If you had to have like a Housewives tagline, what would it be?
I look expensive, but I'm not. No, that's not it. So, I don't know. Let me think on that. Shit, that's a hard one. That kind of like sticks with you for life.
And then what advice would you give?
I'm gonna think. I'll be back.
Yeah, like what line, people come up to you on the street, what would you want them to say to you? Like the iconic
I know that's really hard.
Yeah.
I think I want them to be like, you're. Okay. I don't know. Give me a second on that. We're gonna. It'll come to me. I'm gonna DM you.
Yeah. You'll run back, scream it.
I'm gonna run back during the movie.
Come find me.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much. So excited to see this.
I'm so excited.
Hi. What reality show do you think you could win?
I could win? I don't have that heart. Real World Road Rules. Do you know what I mean? American Ninja Warrior. No, I don't think I would win any of them, to be honest. But I think I could win. I think I could give my heart to BBC's Glow Up.
So maybe just be like the personality character, like the one people love, but you maybe don't win.
1 week, and maybe they turn me into the villain a couple weeks in. If I kind of like make it through, because I think I like competition. I just, So now I'm thinking American Ninja Warrior or Real World Road Rules. Let's do this.
Now, would you train for Ninja Warrior, or would you just send it like?
I have been. I'm playing. I had to go back to like my football playing days for my TV show. So like I'm kind of training for war right now. So I'm kind of ready in a way. Not like American Ninja Warrior ready, but like
You never know.
Yeah.
What do you think is the most bingeable reality TV show?
Oh my God. Project Runway is pretty unbelievable. I don't know if anything gets better than that. And RuPaul. I mean, Drag Race is like, I think when I first started watching, when I came out, it was like 10 seasons in like a month. I was like, it was a sickness in a way. Yeah.
Hardcore viewer.
Yeah.
I heard that you improvised some lines in this movie.
Now and then.
Is there one that made into the final cut that you're very proud of?
I think at one point, I just had so much fun. It was like I'm with Julia Fox and Sweetie, and I finally to Sweetie on the last day of filming, I got to say, I know that's right, and she was like, she's like, I'm glad you got that out of your system. But what did I say in the movie? I haven't seen the movie yet, but I was told that me saying a fashion look was crass and abrasive is used, and I love that. That feels right.
I love that.
Yeah.
Okay. What scene was hardest to film without breaking, either for you or for others?
Oh, there's one scene where I believe Julia Fox says that this guy won't stop talking about having gone to Iraq. And that we're like, we need a different sob story from him. And it's like so demonic and very dark humor. I'm not saying it's right. That was like, I just hearing Julia say it and she's like looking iconic next to me. And we're so over it. Was a little hard. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who surprised you the most with their comedic chops out of the cast?
I was surprised, but Sweetie is so funny and such an amazing actor. I just didn't know that she was acting. Like, I obviously love her music, but she was just fucking fantastic, and everything she said made me laugh. And Julia, it's like she's an actress, but Sweetie is an actress. Watch this space. Yeah, she's making
Keep an eye on her.
Absolutely.
And you, obviously.
I hope.
Well, thank you so much. I'm so excited to see this and have some laughs. Thank you. What scene was the hardest to get through without breaking?
And I feel like
When Benny was giving feedback as a judge, because we would improv, I never knew what was going to come out of his mouth. And even when I knew the way he said it, I broke over and over again, and we were running out of light, and it was the end of the day, and I really almost created a problem.
What reality TV show do you think you could win?
Okay. I don't think I could win, but I would like to be on Love Island. First of all, I would like to promote skin, like sun care, because it's a lot of sun. I'm way too pale. I would be like head to toe covered in protective gear, big hat. But I'm always jealous of the girls on Love Island that like don't find love but make great friends, because that just a big old sleepover sounds really fun to me. And I feel like, I'd be like, I didn't find a connection ultimately, but the girls I met here I will love forever. That kind of vibe.
I feel like they end up winning later on.
That's what I'm saying. That would be my tactic. I wouldn't even try for love. I would try for the love of female friendships.
I like that.
What reality TV show do you think is the most bingeable?
Bingeable? The ones that I return to, I don't even know if these count as reality TV shows, but they're like acceptable for, or not, they're relevant to this movie. I love Project Runway, and I love like Top Chef. I could watch Top Chef over and over again. I love Chopped. I'll happily watch Chopped for a few, keep it rolling on the TV. So those kind of slightly old school unscripted competition shows.
And they're very calm to watch.
They're very soothing. I love to watch Padma try something, decide if she likes it, give really, really kind feedback. It's a good time.
I agree. I love those choices. Well, thank you so much. I'm so excited to watch this movie.
Thank you. I can't wait.
And it was lovely to meet you.
Really, I love romance.
So excited to see this movie. I have heard that there's been some improv in the process of making this movie. Are there many improv moments that made it in? Maybe you could hint to?
Yeah, I would say it was a combination of, scripted moments and then a few improv. Let me think. Benny has some iconic improv. Is it a spoiler if I say it? He just at one point improvs that was crass and abrasive, and I was like, those two words coming out of your mouth together is just so poetic.
I love that. Now, what reality TV show do you think you could win?
I think I could. I gave the Shark Tank answer before. I'm going to say Survivor because I actually am low-key, resourceful.
Okay. Do you have a specific strategy you would go in with?
Brawn. Just kidding. I think trying to be shrewd and I guess kill them with kindness. Make my competition trust me, and then
unsuspectingly.
and then rebel.
Okay. What do you think is the most bingeable reality TV show?
I loved F-Boy Island. That was a random one.
you're talking about Fuckboy Island.
Yeah, I don't know why. I randomly really love random. Thank you so much. Nikki Glazer's so funny in it.
Love. What scene was the hardest for the cast to get through filming without breaking? Because they were trying not to laugh.
Really, any scene with Benny in it was just Julia could not stop laughing, and so it was just he's too funny. It was every single take he did. You could see Julia's mouth quivering. She says she's never laughed harder on set.
I love that. Well, I'm so excited to see this movie and have lots of laughs.
Yeah, thank you so
Thank
much.
you so much. What reality show do you think that you could win?
Oh, that's such a great question. I think that I could win Love Island because I think that I would really understand the importance of banding together with the female cast members. And it is about love, but it's also about last man standing. You got to be liked in the house. Very similar to producing.
What scene was the hardest to get through without the cast breaking?
So many because they're all so hilarious.
shocked us. And Anna said that she's never broken so many times in her entire career.
I love that. I heard there was some improv in this movie, like you said.
Yeah.
Is there one line in particular that made it into the final cut that you are very excited for people to see?
Yes, there is a scene where Anna's character Margarita is in the bathroom and she overhears Benny's character, one of the judges, talking shit about her. And I won't really ruin the line, but all of that is improv about how she looks homeless, and it is so funny.
Oh my goodness. I can't wait to see that.
I'm so excited for you to see it.
What do you think is the most bingeable reality TV show?
This is biased because I'm just such a Real Housewives girl, so I'm gonna go with, well, that's my favorite. I think that Love is Blind is probably the most bingeable because, like, yeah, you just want to watch people fall in love and it's so fast moving, and that's the one I get sucked into a vortex on. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Real Housewives, though, if you were on, what would your tagline be?
Wow. I think I would, I'm 5'1", I'm short. I think like small but mighty, kind of, or like, short but spicy. Something, I think I'd play around with that and I'd enter a few options into ChatGPT to help.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Get a little help. They refine it a little.
Oh, exactly.
Well, amazing. I'm so excited to see this and have some
I
laugh.
hope you love it. Thank you.
What reality TV show do you think you could win?
Win? Oh, okay, that's different. I'll do my best to win at Drag Race for sure. Not to appropriate myself to the category, but they give me so much courage, and oh my God, I truly base my life on their freedom, and they're just fire.
It is fun. Artistic expression.
Artistic expression. They're the most bold.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. What do you think is the most bingeable reality TV show?
Bingeable? Drag Race. Yeah.
You watched it all of it?
I watched all of it. Yeah. I love Simone. Simone's my favorite winner. Well, oh my God, that's so horrible to say. I'm not biased, but just had a very particular moment around that area, that moment in my life.
I heard there's some improv in this movie. Did you improv anything, and did it make it into the final cut?
Absolutely, yeah, because the Russian was something that was supposed to live and breathe freely. And with the family, it was just a very nice thing to express.
Never give up.
Very, 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 very live.
So I am a producer.
I mean, that's really it. We just really lived in a moment. We knew who we are and we knew how we are. We're breathing this career, we're making it happen, and then everything. Yeah, a lot of it was improv in Russian for sure.
What was the hardest scene to get through without breaking?
I'm sorry, what was that?
What was the hardest scene to get through without breaking?
Hardest to get through without breaking?
I always felt that way about film Annie Hall.
I mean, every day was just, it was a thing to adjust to.
Not so much thought there.
Everyone made everything so easy, and yet I still had to make myself have a hard time. But we just believe in making everything appear as effortless as possible with the most effort.
I'm so excited to see this and have some good solid laughs.
Great for you. I'm doing it for everybody. It's going to be a good thing.
Thank you so much. So excited for this movie.
Yeah. You don't have the small microphone?
Oh, I have a big mic. Sorry.
Such a great
If you could win a reality show, what do you think you have the best shot at winning?
It's going always If I could?
The what?
The question is, if I could win?
Yeah. What reality show do you think you could win?
Maybe Dancing with the Stars.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have any formal dance training, or you just think you could do it?
I have a lot of formal physical training. I was an acrobat, I was a gymnast, I was a juggler, a clown. So I think I could have been, and in my home country, which is Israel, I got offered Dancing with the Stars several times. I just don't have the time to do it. But I think that's something I would have enjoyed doing, just getting better training. I like that. So for me, it would have been nice.
What style of dance do you think would be like your bread and butter?
Something, nothing that is expected. I would go into, I don't know, twist or tap dancing, but I would bring something else into it.
Okay, I love that. What do you think is the most bingeable reality TV show?
TV show, guys. So
Right now, I'm probably today.
I did, because I've been offered the Dancing with the Stars. I watched it and I enjoyed it, and I know that my daughters watch
That was amazing.
Bachelor, I think so. But I'm not the person to ask.
Not into the dating shows.
I could watch it 100 times.
Maybe. I mean, I've watched dating shows from other countries, because from Israel or something. So it could be interesting. I don't know, but again, it's really not my main thing.
I've heard there's some improv in this movie. Were there any lines that you improvised that may be in the final cut?
Definitely. Not that I remember, because we shot it a year and a half ago, but when we watch it, I can write it down and tell you later.
So it'll be a nice little surprise.
Yeah. No, I haven't seen it yet.
What was the hardest scene to film without breaking?
I can't tell you anything was hard. It was really, it was fun. It was a fun movie to be part of. Nastya the director was very open to changes and suggestions and everything, and the actors. So we did a lot of, as you say, there was a lot of improv. No, hard is not something we can attach to this experience.
Well, it's good to know. I'm so excited to see this.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's great speaking with you.
Likewise.